the baby to the control center, we recommend that you put the baby into a demonstration. This way, you can become familiar with how the baby responds to the ID and to the care as well that you give to the baby. In a demonstration, you can use individual events and a preset mode. Few things to become familiar with. Baby will accept any working ID in the demonstration. Any ID works just fine. Baby will recognize any ID in the demo, even an ID that has not been assigned to the baby. The baby must be ID'd for each care event, or you will not be able to respond to the care event. And make sure that the baby is unplugged from the charger in the demonstration. If the baby is plugged into the charger, the baby will not recognize the ID and you will not be able to care for the baby. To do the demonstration, go to the control center and select your baby or babies, and then click Demo. This will take you to the demo screen, and you'll see that the only button at the top right that is active is the Stop Demo, and that's because you do have to select a care event first. We recommend that you start with individual care events. And then after you've had a chance to go through each of the care events, run a preset, which is a sequence of events so you can practice how the baby moves from one event to the other. Practice this yourself. You can also demonstrate this in front of the class so that they can see how the baby responds to when you are caring for it. Then have them do individual care events one at a time, and then when they are ready, put them through a preset so that they can experience the baby moving from one care event to the next. So we are going to select a feed and set the event duration to no less than 60 seconds. You can go as low as 10 seconds, which is nowhere near enough time for you to actually get the ID to the baby and then complete the care. The longest you can set a care event for is 255 seconds, which is roughly around 4.5 minutes. But we recommend no less than 60 seconds. 1 minute is enough time for the baby to recognize the ID and to give the care and to experience how the baby responds to that care and how the baby reacts to when it's being cared for and when it ends. So we have a selected feed. Our event duration is at 60 seconds. Our baby is communicating, and at the bottom right corner, we are also communicating, so we're green in all places. So we'll go ahead and click Start Demo. So have your bottle handy, have your ID at the ready. When baby is in the proximity of the ID, it will chime. So first, I'm going to start the demo. The first chime we hear is the baby responding to the command from the control center. Okay, baby chimed. It is now starting to cry. Baby has now chimed for the ID. Baby is crying for a feeding. I'm taking off the bottle and I'm putting the bottle to the lips. And baby is now making a suckling sound. Give the baby some light movement. So just rest the bottle against the lips and give baby some movement. Baby is motion sensitive during a feeding. If the baby does not sense any movement during a feeding, the baby will not feed. So make sure the bottle is just gently put against the lips. Give the baby light movement, because if they stop moving or they prop the bottle and walk away, if the baby does not sense movement, it will stop feeding and start crying until the bottle is back to the lips and baby is sensing movement again. So wait for baby to coo. Okay. The baby has cooed. After you have done the feeding, you can move on to the burping. Select burp, click start demo. Baby will chime. Baby is now crying for a burping event. Make sure baby reacts to the ID. And then for burping the baby, it is a gentle patting between the shoulder blades and give the baby a light bounce, and the baby will make a constant grunting sound. Now for a feed event, a diaper, a rock, and a play event, The care events will end with a coo, whereas a burping event will end with a soft burp. If they are in a noisy environment or in a heavily distractive environment, that burp may be hard to hear. When they hear the burp, you'll know the burp event is over with. But if they are, again, in a rather noisy environment, they may need to move themselves into a less distractive environment so that they can hear the baby when it makes its burp. I've been on trade show floors trying to demonstrate the baby, and I can't hear that burp at all. So I kind of got to pay attention to the grunting sound. Here comes the burp. Burp event is over with. We're free to move on to the next event. But again, it is a soft burp. So if they are in a very distractive environment, it is very possible they might miss that burp and then the baby has moved on to another care event. Many times after a feeding, the next care event is probably going to be a burping. So if there is a burping event, just be aware that the baby does require constant movement, gentle patting between the shoulder blades, bounce the baby. Baby makes a constant grunting sound to tell you that you're not done, and then wait for the burp to occur. Once the burp has occurred, you are free to now move on to another care event. So we're going to remove the check mark from burp, and we are going to select diaper. Uh, the baby is wearing a green diaper, and I do have my yellow diaper here. So when the diaper change comes around, you do have to physically remove the one color diaper, put the other color diaper up. Baby recognizes the new color, and it coos to signify that the diaper has been changed. So we've selected diaper. We click Start Demo. Baby's going to chime. Okay. Baby's going to start crying for care. Our ID is within proximity. Baby recognized the ID. Lie the baby on its back, and the baby's going to cry a little louder here. Now that is normal, but this is where students kind of get a little nervous with the baby, but they don't have to worry at all. Just keep on doing what they're doing. They have time. Take off the one color diaper. Put up the other color. The baby will coo, and you have successfully changed the diaper. After the diaper, you can demonstrate the rock. Select rock. Click Start Demo. Baby will chime and start crying for care. Make sure our ID is in proximity and the baby responds to the ID. Baby just chimed for the ID. And just like you were doing for the rock, for the burping, have the baby in your arms, and give baby a light bounce, and baby will make a constant grunting sound to tell you that you're not done. When the rocking event is over with, the baby will coo, and you're free to move on to the next event. Now, for your care events in a demonstration, the longest you can set a care event for is roughly about 4.5 minutes. But when the students have the babies at home, a feeding, a burping, a rock event can last anywhere from a couple of minutes to maybe in excess of 30 plus minutes. So if the student had said that they fed their baby for 30 minutes, yes, very possible that they did. Or if they said that they rocked the baby for 40 minutes, very possible that they did as well. So remember, in a simulation, any of the care events, the feeding, baby just cooed, our rock event is over with. But when the baby is at home with the students, your feedings, your burpings, your rockings can last anywhere from a couple of minutes to maybe in excess of 30 plus minutes. The playtime will last a few minutes to maybe upwards of 15 minutes. After you perform the rock, you move on to the play, remove checkmark from rock, select play, have the toy at hand, click start demo, the baby's going to chime, and then it's going to giggle. The giggle signifies you are now in playtime. Make sure baby responds to the ID. Baby just chimed for the ID and is starting to cry. is starting to whimper and everything. And to put the baby into play mode, press the button to turn on the toy. The red light will turn on, and the baby will start to giggle. You'll want to keep the rattle in motion. If the rattle does not have any movement, it will turn itself off within 30 seconds. If the baby starts fussing again, make sure you turn the baby back on. But the baby will make a laughing noise and a little sound once every 15 to 20 seconds. So wait for another one. So we've already heard the giggle. We've already heard the little sound. And then another 15, 20 seconds, there'll be another giggle. There's a giggle. The baby cooed, and we have now successfully completed the play event. After you've had a chance to complete all care events, what you can do next is to run a preset, which is a sequence of events, where you're going from one event to the other. There are two presets. Preset one is that it follows this particular order. It goes coo, feed, burp, diaper, cough, rock. If you have a RealCare 4, make sure you select play so that it can move on to the play. If you just have the RealCare 3s, you will not, RealCare 3s do not have the play mode, but for play for the RealCare 4, make sure it is marked. It defaults to 60 seconds per event with a 30-second break in between. And it defaults to follow this order: coo, feed, burp, diaper, cough, rock. And it defaults to play once. So once you have completed rock or play, baby will just turn itself off. Preset 2, if you're more comfortable and more advanced with the baby, you can click preset 2. It will only do the feed, burp, diaper, rock. Select play if you would like, and it defaults to 2 minutes per care event with a 30-second break in between. So there will be a care event for 2 minutes. Once that care event is over with, the baby will be quiet for 30 seconds before it moves on to the next event. It moves at a random, it runs random orders, so you do not know which care event is coming next, and it defaults to continuous, so it will continue to run this over and over again until you click Stop Demo. We're just going to do a preset 1. And you can always stop the preset 1 by clicking Stop Demo. To demonstrate a preset 1, we will only do a few events just so you can see how the baby moves from one care event to the next. So we've selected preset 1. Everything has been marked: coo, feed, burp, diaper, cough, rock. Since we're not going to run through the entire preset 1, I will not select the play. We'll just keep things as it is. But again, if we were to let this run through, once the final event is completed, it will just turn off on its own, but you can always stop the demo by clicking Stop Demo. So I've selected preset 1, I'm keeping everything else the same. I click Start Demo, the baby's going to chime. Okay, then the baby's going to coo. And now we're in our 30-second break, and the first event will be a feeding. Now the coo and the cough are just random pre-programmed noises that the student will hear throughout the simulation. Baby out of the blue can just give a coo or a cough without any type of response needed to the babies. So baby is going to start crying in a little bit. The first event it's going to need is a feeding. Okay, baby is starting to cry. Make sure ID is within proximity. Proximity is only just a few feet from the baby. Baby has responded to the ID. I put the bottle to the lips, gently resting the bottle against the lips. Light bounce, and baby will continue to feed. I have mentioned a few times that you just want to gently rest the bottle against the lips. A common mistake students do make is that they may push the bottle against the lips. If they are pushing the bottle against the lips, they may accidentally push the head back too far to where it hits a head support. They just have to gently rest the bottle against the lips when they're feeding the baby, and then they just have to give the baby a light bounce so the baby can tell that it's being moved during the feeding. We will wait for the coo. Getting close to the end here. Okay, there is the coup. Our feeding event has been completed.